Hey guys, welcome to Showtopia, and today I want to show you guys my OCG deck list for Maliss. Now before we get in, I haven't really been able to get into Yu-Gi-Oh! For the past 2 years. I realized my last video was 2 years ago, my Labyrinth deck list, which is kind of insane, but I'm trying to get back into the game. So I want to be able to show you guys more OCG content and Yu-Gi-Oh! In Japan, so please stay tuned for all the upcoming videos on my channel. Now, most of you who are up to date to Yu-Gi-Oh! Are probably really familiar with this archetype. So Maliss was introduced this summer in Crossover Breakers, and it seems like they tried to mix like an Alice in Wonderland like theme with cybers. I think they went awesome together. I really like everything about this archetype. So in terms of gameplay, Maliss is a Link combo Cybers deck, and they use Banishing as their main gimmick. You have your Maliss monsters that banishes each other pretty much from anywhere, and then they have a special summon effect from Banish, where you pay a bit of life and they just come back to the field. And of course, there are monsters that can banish opponents' cards as well. This deck is currently seeing a lot of plays in Japan. Though it did settle down a bit from November, there are still people topping like every week. And that's it for the intro, so let's dive into the deck. And before we get in, if you could click the like button and the subscribe button for me, that would be very, very much appreciated. That really keeps me motivated to upload more content and show you more of the Yu-Gi-Oh! World in Japan. So yeah, now let's get in. Okay, so let's start off from the main deck. So first off, we have the main starter, Maliss Pawn Dormouse. What she does is she banishes any Maliss monster from deck, and when banished, you can pay 300 life and special summon from Banish. So a really good starter. She banishes any of the other Maliss, and your combo basically starts from there. So this is 3 of, and then we have 3 Maliss Pawn White Rabbit. Now this is the other starter you can play. Yeah, she searches for a Maliss trap card from your deck and set it to the field. So the cool thing about this is that it can't be ashed. So this is really neat. Ideally you do want to special summon, or not, you want to normal summon Dormouse, but she is an optimal normal, and honestly she pretty much does the same thing. And the other effect, all the Maliss monsters have this effect where when banished, you pay 300 life and she comes back to the field. And so we have 3 of this. For the last Maliss monster, we have 2 Maliss Pawn Cheshire Cat. People run 3 Cheshire Cat, a lot of people run 3, some run 2, and I chose to do 2 because simply you don't really want to start, you don't want to normal summon her unless you have another Maliss monster in your hand that you can banish, and I just don't want to fill my hand with Maliss monsters when I open. Now that is it for the Maliss monsters. Next we have one, is it Doscaper in English? I've never searched it up before. He is the extender that is used a lot in this deck. Usually he's special summoned by Maliss Red Ransom, which I will show you later. She is in the extra deck. But basically, if he is sent to grave or banished from anywhere, you can activate his effect and he'll just come out. Basically, he is a link material. And then our other extender, we have Kodo Busoru. He special summons if you have a link monster on field. So obviously you wouldn't be doing this, you wouldn't be normal summoning this. Basically you just wait till you have your link monster on field, then boom, he just comes out. Well, yeah, activate his effect, come out, and then you do your combo, extender combo. And the other effect that is very important is when he's in grave, during opponent's main phase, you can banish this card and you can just special summon Link 3 or higher Cybers. So during your opponent's turn, basically this is an interruption. You can link summon using your field into any Link 3 or higher. So you're gonna normally link summon your Maliss boss monster, which I will again show you later. So yeah, he is an important card. this card just came out, so it's very experimental. But I am running 3 Template Skipper. So what he does is, if you have a Link Monster, a Cyber's Link Monster on your field, you can special summon this to wherever that Link Monster is pointing to, and it's not an activation. So I don't know, if you just have a Link Monster on field and it's pointing downward, you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna special summon him. I'm gonna special summon my Template Skipper. Boom. With no activation. Insane extender. And not only that, his other effect is also crazy, which you have to activate this on field and only on your main phase. You can banish a Cyber's monster from your hand or grave with Maliss. That is free. And this becomes a link material using its name of whatever it banished. I don't know if I said that correctly. Basically, if I banish a Maliss monster, say I banish Maliss Cheshire Cat, he essentially becomes Cheshire Cat. So you can link into a Maliss monster with him. Now, the rest of the monsters are basically hand traps. I'm running 3 of the bestial monsters. You can banish your Maliss monsters from your grave, which triggers their effect. And then we have the classic Ash. I run 3 Drawlock. And then lastly, we play 2 Maxis. Okay, moving on to our spell cards. Now first up, we are playing 3 Maliss and Underground. When you activate this card, banish Maliss monster, or Maliss card, Maliss card from your hand, deck, or grave. So anywhere besides field. This is a great extender. Well, it's actually in the process of your combo, you're gonna use this card. Up next, we have 2 of Golden Boxes. Shoot, I forgot the name for this in English too. This card banishes any card in your deck. This allows you to basically banish any of your monsters, which then triggers your Maliss monster, pay 300, special summon. This also means you can banish your Dotscaper. So this is also an extender as well. So you can go into Dotscaper if you for some reason can't pull him out. I run 1 Foolish Burial. I run 1 Foolish Burial to basically help the bestial monsters. I can mill the Maliss monsters. This can also be used to mill your Dotscaper, which then special summons himself to the field for extra link material. Or you can mill your Code of Soul, which allows you to link summon on your opponent's turn. And then I run 1 Allure of Darkness. Okay, and then we run 2 Called By. This is an easy choice here. And then 1 Crossout. So for the trap cards, first off we have the Maliss, Maliss Code. Maliss Code TB11. So what this does is you can banish a Maliss monster on the turn you set to activate this card. And when it's activated, you special summon a Maliss monster from your deck. And if the opponent has 3 or more cards on the field, you may special summon from a Maliss monster from your extra deck as well. And whatever you special summon, it cannot attack or you cannot activate its effect. So yeah, this card basically just gives you another link material. Okay, next up we have Maliss Code GWC06. You can activate this card on the turn you set if you banish a Maliss monster, just like TB11. And this special summons a Maliss monster from your grave or your banish. And if you special summon a Maliss Link monster, you gain life equal to its power. You usually end your turn setting this face down, and then on your opponent's turn, usually you activate this, which I will show you. But yeah, handy card. Lastly, for our Maliss trap card, we have Maliss Code MTP07. You can banish a Maliss monster to activate on the turn you set, just like these 2. And this one searches for a Maliss monster to your hand. And it also has a removal effect where if you have a Maliss Link monster on your field, you can also banish a card on the field, any card on the field. The timing you use this is usually to get rid of a card on field, and then you'll have your combo starter for your next turn, so really good card. And then lastly, we run 3 Imperm. So yep, this is my main deck. I focused mainly on consistency and lowering the chance of bricking with only hand traps in your hand. Okay, now let's move on to the extra deck. Okay, so for our first extra deck monster is Maliss Queen Red Ransom. She's a Link 3, and when special summoned, you can search for a Maliss spell card to your hand, and as long as there's a monster on its Link arrow, all your opponent's monsters' attack points are swapped with this defense point. Lastly, a third effect, when this card is banished, you can pay 900 and it will special summon from Banish. And you can also banish a Cyberse monster from your deck. You will eventually banish her. You can banish your Maliss monster in your main deck for it to special summon after that, or you can banish Dot Scaper, and then Dot Scaper will come out. So she essentially special summons another monster. A very, very important combo piece. Next up, we have Maliss Queen Whitebinder. She's a Link 3, and when it's special summoned, you can banish target up to 3 cards, including yourself and your opponent's graveyard. And then on your main phase, you can set a Maliss trap card from your grave or your deck. And then the last effect, when it's banished, you can pay 900 and she'll come back. And you can also draw one. Sorry, my voice is kind of crap there. You can also draw one after it comes out. Isn't that crazy? Cheshire Cat, you draw 2. And then you can draw another card from Whitebinder. And then if you have a Lure of Darkness, you draw another 2. Like, that's insane, you know what I'm saying? Like, our last Maliss monster is Maliss Queen Hearts of Cryptor. Once per turn, during your turn or opponent's turn, you can target one Maliss card in your banish. And when you do, you spin that card to your deck, and then you can banish a card on the field. And this card cannot be negated, this effect cannot be negated as long as you have a monster on its Link arrow. Usually this card is special summoned during opponent's turn with Code of Soul. And, oh sorry, I forgot to say the other one. The other effect, which is basically the special summon effect. When it's banished, you pay 900, comes back. And when it comes back, the attack power is doubled. So it comes out as 5k. It's a removal and a beater, like, awesome. And now I will be talking about the monsters that I usually end my board with. I guess I'll go quick. One is Appaloosa. Usually you'll summon her as 2 material, but yep. You know, classic Appaloosa, strong monster negate. Next, we have Firewall Dragon. I was not playing Yu-Gi-Oh! When this first came out, but this card is, I can see why this card was broken back then. This is a consistent monster removal you have on your board, turn 1. And you can also bounce back your Maliss cards or any of the cards you want as well for your next turn. And lastly, for the boss monsters, we have Firewall Dragon Dark Furudo Neo Tempesto. Neo Tempest, what he does is all effects the opponent activates during battle phase are negated. More importantly, your turn or opponent's turn, you can mill a Cyberse from your main deck or your extra deck. So you definitely need to use the mill. When you pull him out turn 1, you're going to mill once. And then on opponent's turn, you can also mill another card. So don't forget to mill a card when you special summon on that turn. And then we have one Link Rebo. He's basically here for Link climbing. But yeah, he also does have the trap negate, which is neat. We have Link Decoder, very, 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 very strong Link climber. If you special summon a 2300 cybers using him, he will come back again, and then you can link climb. So this is a must. We run one Splash Mage. He is a consistent link climber. And then the recent card, Lizardos. He basically banishes your Maliss monster and in your grave. So he's essentially does what Splash Mage does, but in a different way. Splash Mage basically retrieves or special summons from grave. This one banishes basically your Maliss monster in your graveyard, and that basically triggers the Maliss monster, and then they'll come out. So yeah, basically another link climber. And then we have Transcode Talker. He's a link 3 link climber in this deck. You can go into access code or special summon your Firewall or your Neo Tempest. And then we have your obvious access code talker. And then we have SP. And then our non-link monsters, we have Saibas Disablumu. He is a mill target of Neo Tempest. When he's in grave, you can banish it and negate opponent's activation of spell or trap card. So you basically special summon Neo Tempest, and then before you pass your turn, you activate his effect, mill Neo Tempest, Disablumu, mill Disablumu, and then now you have a spell or trap negate online. Obviously, this is not the only target for Neo Tempest, which I will show you right now. Boom. Medojic Aggregator. Aggregator, when milled, you can target one face-up card, negate that till the end of turn. This can be monster negate or spell or trap. Very handy. Turn 1, you mill Disablumu. Then on opponent's turn, you can also mill Aggregator to negate another card. Yep, and this is basically my extra deck. Now let's move on to the side. Okay, so first up for our side is D-Shifter. We have run 2 D-Shifter. This really has 0 demerit for Maliss. Next up, we have 3 Longinsu. This is basically for mirror matches against another Maliss player. It's almost sad, like if your opponent plays this card, you really can't do anything for the rest of your turn. Like, this sucks. If your opponent plays this against you, well, good luck. And then for Trap, we have 3 D-Barrier. Very, very good against Ryzel right now, because it's like the most played deck currently. You really need this against Ryzel. Like, if you don't have this, like, you're kind of screwed, low-key. And then for spells, first we have 3 Lightning Storm. Good removal card, both monsters or spell traps. And then we have 1 Harpy Feather Duster. Just amazing back row removal. This is good against Labyrinth, obviously. And then lastly, we have 3 Ultimate Dustre. This is also for Ryzel mainly, and that is my side deck. Okay, so now we're into the combo part. Since this deck is a combo deck, there are several ways to result in the same end board. But for this part, I will first show you the 1-card combo using Maliss Dormouse. With this 1 card, you can get into Firewall Dragon and Firewall Neo Tempest, and you will also have a GWC06 set into your back row. So let's start off with Maliss Dormouse. We will normal summon her, and then we will activate her ability, which is to banish 1 Maliss monster in your deck, banish White Rabbit, and then on resolution, White Rabbit's effect activate. We will pay 300 life and special summon her to the field. Now on resolution to this, White Rabbit's effect, you will set a Maliss trap card from your deck. And we will set Maliss TB11. Now from here, we will link 2, but we will special summon Splash Mage. We will activate his effect. I guess we will pick up Dormouse here, special summon. we will link 3. Now we will special summon our first Maliss link monster, which is Maliss Queen Red Ransom. Red Ransom's special summon effect, which is to search a Maliss spell card. This effect, we will search for Maliss in Underground. This goes to your hand, and then now we will activate our Maliss TB11 by banishing Red Ransom, and then special summon a Maliss monster from our deck, Maliss Pawn Cheshire Cat. So let's put her onto field. On resolution, Queen Red Ransom's effect, since it was banished, you pay 900 life and you will special summon her. In addition, you can banish a Cyberse monster from your deck. So here you will banish Dotscaper. Dotscaper's effect, he will special summon from banish, and then now we will link summon using Dotscaper to go into link decoder. We will then link summon using all 3 Maliss Queen Whitebinder. Now on resolution, she has a on summon effect, and then we also have link decoders, send to grave effect, chain link 1, chain link 2. With Maliss Whitebinder, we'll first target up to 3 cards in our graveyard, and we're going to banish them. Let's do Cheshire Cat, and we'll banish TB11. And then Link Decoder will resolve. And then on resolution, our Cheshire Cat and Dormouse will activate, so you'll pay 300 for each. So they will both special summon. So here, if you have a Maliss card in your hand that you probably won't use this turn, you can activate your Cheshire Cat now, which is to banish a Maliss card in your hand and draw 2. Now we will activate Whitebinder's activation effect, and we will set a Maliss trap card. We're going to search for GWC06, and now we can summon our first boss monster. Let us link summon Firewall Dragon. You will then use your Maliss in Underground that you searched earlier and activate it. And in the resolution of this activation, you will banish a Maliss card from your hand, deck, or grave. In this case, we will banish our Whitebinder. Whitebinder effect will activate. You pay 900 life, and you can special summon her onto the field. And you can also draw 1 card. So let's just pull her out here. And well, I don't really shuffle here, but I'll just cut, and I can draw 1 card. Okay, cool, called by. And then now you will link into your Firewall Dragon Brute Neo Tempest. Now your monster here is basically set, ready to go. Before you end your turn, you're going to use your Neo Tempest effect to mill a monster from your mill Cyberse from your extra deck or your main deck. So yeah, you would mill Code of Soul. And finally, I guess I'll just set my call by. And finally, you are ready to pass your turn. So during your opponent's turn, you have several interruptions you can do. 1, you have Firewall Dragon with 1, how do you say Soulgorinku? You have 1 Soulgorinku, so you can bounce 1 monster, your monster or the opponent's monster. You can mill another Cyberse. It'll get a buff too. Don't forget the buff. Every time it mills, it gets 2500 pump. You have a GW6, which you will banish Whitebinder in this case, and then after you do that, you have Code of Soul to link summon. I would first use Neo Tempest effect to mill a Cyberse monster from your extra deck or your main deck, and here typically you would probably go into this. You're gonna mill him. As long as he's in the graveyard, you can banish himself and negate activation of a spell or trap. And then the Firewall Dragon, you can use it whenever you want, because he will not get any other monsters in the link arrow, so he will only just have 1 bounce here. Next, you will probably activate GW06. Make sure you figure out your timing for this, because we're gonna special summon Whitebinder with oh my gosh, my voice is dying.
we're going to special summon White Binder with this effect, and you will gain a life equal to its power. In this case, you will gain 2300 life, and then you're going to activate White Binder's effect, which is to target 3 cards in either of our grave and banish. So here you could banish your opponent's card if they have a key card in their grave. You want to target that. But here, having a link 3 is strong. So we'll have Red Ransom, and then I guess we can just do Dormouse to wall up, and then GW06. And then on resolution, both of these will activate. You just pay life for each of them, so you pay 300, 900 for her, and then they will both special summon. And then on resolution, we'll activate Red Ransom's effect, which is to search Maliss and Underground. Sorry guys, I totally forgot about the additional effect where you can banish a Cyberse monster. You would want to banish White Rabbit, so we will special summon White Rabbit. And then White Rabbit's effect, on resolution, we will set a Maliss trap card. So we will search our last Maliss trap card, MTP07. So what this does is you can search for a Maliss monster in your main deck, and if you have a Maliss Link monster on field, you can also banish a card on the field, either your field or opponent's field. So you get another interruption here. And then now, you can use Code of Soul anytime you want during their main phase. You will link 3 using your monster, link 3 or higher, using any of your monsters here. We'll go with these 3. We will link summon Maliss Queen Hearts of Cryptor, the last Maliss monster that we still haven't seen yet. So yeah, now you have a extra banish. From here, you have your Firewall Dragon and your Cryptor, and you also have your MTP07 to banish another card. And that will basically be it for your interruptions. And actually, when you activate MTP07 and banish White Binder as cost, let's just search for Dormouse. Resolution, White Binder effect. You pay 900 life, and she'll come back to the field again, and you can draw 1 card. Boom. Imperm. Amazing. So yeah, with all this going on, right? All this that just happened is all from just 1 card. Just this card, Dormouse. I do want to show you the combo you can go with normal summoning White Rabbit and stuff, but since the video will be too long, I think I might just divide it into 2 parts. But that was basically it for 1 card combo using Dormouse. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. I do want to get into a little bit more with the combos with this deck, but since the video is too long, like I just said, I'll probably do that in another part. Yeah, and I still haven't talked about a lot of the other key cards in this deck, like a Template Skipper and Blizzard Doze. Yeah, I'll probably wrap that up in a different part. For now, thank you guys so much for watching. If you could click that thumbs up and click that subscribe button, that would be very, very much appreciated. Stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.